Hey there, good afternoon. Meteorologist Shawn Cable here in the Weather Center. We have a powerful spring storm system that's going to bring some pretty wild weather to much of our region over the next couple of days. We're talking potential for some heavy rain, thunderstorms, and that'll all be followed with some heavy snow and some strong wind that could and will probably create some blizzard conditions across much of our region as we head into late tomorrow into tomorrow night. I'm going to try to get through this as fast as I can, and I'm going to start here with our latest warnings and advisories. Winter weather advisories from tonight into tomorrow for much of central Minnesota, southwestern Minnesota. Biggest issues, some ice, maybe 1 to 2/10 of an inch of icing, followed by some light snow. There will also be some rain in these areas as well. We also have a winter storm watch in effect for the Mankato area. That's from Friday afternoon through Friday night. And the National Weather Service has already upgraded the Marshall, Windham, Slayton, Pipestone area to a blizzard warning for tomorrow late afternoon through tomorrow night for heavy snow and blowing snow there. And we'll talk more about all of this coming up here in a minute. Bullet points here, we're talking precip amounts of 1 to 2 inches, and that's a lot of rain, and that's going to cause some runoff, and there could be some localized flooding because it has been cold the last couple of days, and the ground's kind of frozen up, so it's not going to soak up that moisture as easily as it would if we had been warmer for the past couple of days. Heavy snow and wind late Friday and Friday night, and then we are looking at the possibility of some thunderstorms, but at this point, severe weather not a big threat. If anything, if there is something severe, it'll be marginally severe hail, perhaps a couple of strong wind gusts mixed in there as well. Take a look at this. This is temperatures as of about 4 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. And of course, we talk about warm air and cold air coming together, and that usually makes things go a little wonky. Well, it is warm down to the south. Omaha at 75, Des Moines 67, Mason City and Mankato just in the low 40s. So as that warm air moves north, there's going to be some interaction there, and that's going to spark rain and thunderstorms, and that will be the case tonight right on into Friday. Here's the low. It's going to move from southwestern Nebraska right on up across Iowa. But as it crosses to our south, there's a cold front to the north that's going to come in, and that's going to bring in some colder air, which will transition the rain to snow on Friday afternoon. And about the same time that that transition happens, the wind is really going to kick in, and we're going to be dealing with 30 to 40, possibly up to 50-mile-per-hour gusts when that heavy, wet snow is falling. And that's going to cause some big problems with visibility and potential blizzard conditions at times. Now, it's all going to get out of here quickly. By Saturday daybreak, the snow will end. It'll be cold Saturday, but we are actually looking at the potential of 50 degrees for the first time this year on Sunday. So there is a little bit of good news there. Here's our future cast. I kind of want to take you through this hour by hour. You can see that scattered rain will continue as we make our way into tonight. In fact, let me back up here a little bit. 9, 10 o'clock, you can see those yellow and red blips. Those are isolated thunderstorms, and we may get a half inch to an inch of rain with individual thunderstorms tonight alone. All right, into tomorrow, more rain and thunderstorms during the morning. Going to take you up to 9 o'clock. You can see the rain continues. We'll get a little bit of a break as we head into the afternoon. More scattered thunderstorms. Here we are at 4 to 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And then once we get to late afternoon into the evening, and notice already across western and central Minnesota by 3, 4, 5 o'clock, we're going to see that changeover from rain to snow. That changeover will happen in Mankato, likely tomorrow evening with snow, heavy at times, likely through Friday night. But here we are at 2:30 in the morning, 4, 5 in the morning. All of it ends by daybreak Saturday. So there is definitely a lot of moisture with this system. In fact, we're looking at an inch or more of overall precipitation with this system. The blues here, the brightest blue, Waseca to Albert Lee, that's 1.25 inches. Mankato, around an inch. And keep in mind, it could be locally heavier if you get caught under one of those heavier thunderstorms. Severe weather not going to be a major threat. A marginal risk this evening, overnight tonight, mainly southwestern Minnesota. And again, if we do get severe weather at all, it's going to be hail, probably quarter hail, and perhaps some gusty wind. But that's really, we're not expecting this to be a major severe weather event. Although tomorrow, folks in Iowa, and if you have friends and family down in the eastern Iowa, western Illinois, let them know it's going to be a big severe weather day down there tomorrow, and that does include potential for tornadoes, Quad Cities, Cedar Rapids, parts of western Illinois. So Tomorrow will be a severe weather day, not necessarily in our area, but across parts of Iowa and Illinois. All right, so this is very preliminary, and I'm going to tell you why. With a spring storm system like this, the amount of snow we ultimately get really depends on when exactly that rain changes over to snow. Earlier, more snow; later, less snow. As of now, I'm thinking about 2 to 4 inches in the Mankato area, lesser amounts to the south, higher amounts to the north. Now, the area here, Hutchinson, Redwood Falls, New Ulm, Twin Cities, that's kind of a question mark. It's possible that we could get more in that area, especially just because some of that colder air may sneak in a little earlier than we expect. But as of right now, about 2 to 4 in the Mankato area. There will be some heavier amounts, especially further to the west in South Dakota, possibly in eastern, southeastern Minnesota, western Wisconsin. So again, 2 to 4 is what I'm saying now. That could change. If we see that changeover, that rain change to snow sometime Friday afternoon, 2, 3, 4 o'clock, we may be talking 4 to 6 inches of accumulation. If that changeover, if that cold air holds off a little longer and we don't see that changeover happening until sometime mid-Friday evening, amounts will be lighter, maybe an inch or two, again, lesser amounts to the south. So that's something we are going to be watching very closely. It's just one of those aspects of forecasting spring snowfall. This is the percentage, the probability, the percentage chance that we'll get 4 inches or more of snow. Mankato's at right about 40%. You can see those numbers are quite a bit higher to the east and to the west. And really, when that snow kicks in, it's not really going to be as much about the amount of snow. It's going to be that while the snow is falling, even if we get an inch or two, while the snow is falling, the wind is going to be very strong, 40, 45, 50 miles per hour. And that is going to cause blizzard conditions while the snow is falling. So expect winter travel impacts from Friday afternoon right on through Friday night, but things will improve quickly with snow ending by Saturday morning. The wind will die down fast. Saturday, still going to be chilly, but we will warm up. It looks like 50 will be in the works for Sunday. Stay with us. We'll be updating the forecast and watching things as the system develops. There will be tweaks and changes to this forecast, especially when it comes to the snow forecast and the snow totals that we ultimately get. We'll have more tonight, 5 and 6 on KUIC, 9 and 10 o'clock tonight as well. And we will be updating our website, social media channels, as well as the system continues to develop. So stay with us and plan on some weather here over the next couple of days. Have a good one. We'll be back with more updates throughout the duration of this event.